Hello guys, welcome to our breakfast morning show. I am your host Ndegwa Astin. In this segment, we shall be talking about finances. You know, finances are a big stepping stone to our family. It's a day-to-day dealing. We deal with money each and every single day, and today's episode is powered by Baristo. It is located at Mirage Towers Grand. Feel free to join in and sip a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, whatever suits your liking. And without further ado, I want to welcome our first guest speaker, who is Mr. Eric Ochieng. Kindly introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Thank you. I would say that I'm honored to be part of this show. And my name is Eric Ochieng. I'm the director of Supply Management and Sales and Marketing Agency. And also I co-manage Kuala Waterworks as a director too.
So we're here because we want to teach people about finance. Your journey has been incredible. You have gone through your ups and downs. You've been through a lot, especially when it comes to finance, especially once you are done with high campus. But before we even go all the way, let us start by the fact that the first time you got your money. You told me you were doing football. So tell us that journey. Tell us how it got, it's a stepping stone one by one until where you are today.
Yeah, I would say my first money I got from football, and first maybe the fact that you get money from football and there's nowhere to take it because the person you stay with doesn't like football or love football, so you tend to give it out. What you do is that you are having 2,000 shillings for football. You buy the boots, you buy the shoes, you buy the football itself, and these things. Do you take them home? No, you don't take them home because the person that you live with doesn't want anything to do with football. So you give these things to friends, and apparently these friends are bigger than you. So at the end of the day, you're losing them, and that is where I started from my childhood.
So you give people your things. Now, what you do to them, they do not return back.
Yeah, these guys are big guys, so you've given because you cannot keep them. So you bought boots, you bought jerseys and what, so you give them and you tell them, whenever there's football, I'll be coming to take. And they know, where will you take me? Where will you take me when you cannot take these things home because your uncle should not know that you own these things? So they take advantage of that, and that is how you lose it. And that is how I lost all those things. So
there you are, that was your highest primary. What did you do? Your things are lost, everything is lost. Then after that, what happened next?
I wouldn't have much to say about that because when you are intimidated and you don't have anything to do or to say because these people are big, you accept and move on. So with that, we had just to accept and life up to God. And I'm into high school and you're doing all those football again, and that is how you make money, because that is how I knew how to make money.
So you've done this primary, you've gone to secondary school. How did you sustain it? But the secondary, you've been given pocket money, nini.
I always wonder when people talk of pocket money, because that is a term that I've never seen in my life. I've never had in my life. Maybe my kids will enjoy it, but personally, I've never. I learned to work for it. To go to activities, school activities. I had to play football to make money so that I can pay for a school trip. I had to play football to get money so that I can go to afford some mandazis in schools, and those things that you enjoy in school, those small things that we do enjoy as high schoolers. Yeah. So
this is in primary, secondary, both time you're depending on this football that apparently your uncle is not supportive on it. So your journey is there, you're okay, you're doing this, then you proceeded to come to you told me in campus, we're in KU, Thika Road, campus umefunguka macho, there is more to that.
What happened is that when you're now alone, The world is open. Nobody's there to tell you that you should not do this, you should not do this. So you find yourself into a position that you decide, you are the deciding factor on everything, money, everything in life. So you are getting money here and there because now you've become that guy from one deal to another. But the direction where this money is headed to is what I've always said, that this money is headed to the lifestyle you want to party, to enjoy, because all your life you feel like you are caged. But this particular time, like, you have been released so you can enjoy. Then you get to a point that you realize, it's when you understand what money is and all these changes, and you discover that there are bills to be paid. There's house rent, there's electricity bill, there is water bill. All those bills are to be there, and you're wondering, okay, now something has to change. Yes. So at that particular point is when now you are getting money and you're spending money, but at least you're spending in a given direction, in a direction that we can say that there are bills, that you have to have a budget. You are thinking of this. I was telling you this offshore that there is now a lady in place that you're thinking this can be the best wife, and there's house rent there, there's electricity. You have to plan yourself into it to a point that it works. And for real, that has been the journey. Yes.
So here you are, then you're done with campus. What's next?
What's happened is that now life kicks in, and you discover that I got some jobs, and I would say that the unlucky person, or I don't know, because I've never stayed in a job for long, for one reason or another. But you get to these jobs and you're into high-end jobs, and then it just comes to an end, and you have to think for the next thing. Now here I am I remember 2013. 2013 election, 2012, 2013. That was the worst, because now I've left the job, and I've been not fired as per se, but I've ended up into a cab just to manage my bills. So I'm into this cab, and
the cab business is this like Uber?
Yes,
Bolt,
you're into
taxi,
Uber, Bolts, and you have assigned yourself into those platforms, and here you have the vehicle, and this lady was generous. She has given me the vehicle, but the terms were very hard. But because you see the pending bills that are there that you need to meet, you cannot run away from it. So I'm doing it. Then one day this lady gets alert that your area it's not fit. There was some commotion because of the post-election wherever. So midnight he tells me, where are you? And I'm like, I'm in Westland, please come. And he tells me, you know what, I want my vehicle.
And what time is this?
It's midnight.
So it's at midnight. This lady is asking for her car back.
Yes.
And you have to give her. It is her car. It is her
car.
right.
Sure. So she takes her car and she left me at Westland. I think it was somewhere close to the poster. And now I'm to maneuver my way to Lucky Summer around Kasarani Estate.
That's quite a distance.
Yes. And every taxi that you call, they're also afraid of the area. They're telling you, no, that area I'm not going because it's not that safe. So you have to maneuver your way. And I did. I got somebody, and he was courageous enough to take me there. And getting to that place, the bill was, I think I doubled the bill because of how courageous he was and how desperate I was to get home at that particular point.
Desperate measures calls for desperate times.
Exactly.
No, desperate times calls for desperate measures.
Yes. So I found myself into that position that I have to just take those desperate measures at that particular point. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So I'm into my house. I've lost now. From that incident, I was like, this is not the best employer. So I've lost a job. I'm into a 3-bedroom house. I have to change my lifestyle totally. How do I change my lifestyle? You have to, it's either from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom, or from a 2-bedroom to a 1-bedroom. Now I'm into a 2-bedroom. If you think of coming to a 1-bedroom, it's a difference of 2,000. Will 2,000 be enough? You're not thinking.
So the only option we have here is going all the way to a bedsitter.
So you are thinking into that direction. Then you go back to a bedsitter. Going to a bedsitter, it happened. I don't know how we maneuver our lives, but 1, 2, 3 things come into play, and you go back. So I went back to a 1-bedroom. So I'm into 1-bedroom, and everything is okay. I tell you, everything is okay and it's flowing. I've gone back to drilling work job, and I'm employed, and everything is working so well. Now I'm into 1-bedroom, and what happened? I went back to 2-bedroom actually. So getting to 2-bedroom, I'm leaving this job. Reason I'm leaving this job is because I've got experience with drilling job, and I want to make it like to open a company, which I'm opening. I've opened a company, registered it as Koala Waterworks. Same time I have cyclone management running. So leaving this job, I know that I'm secure. It's okay. Now, just immediately after doing that, taking that leap of faith, Corona happened. Everybody always say Corona happened.
The pandemic.
Yes. So when the pandemic hit us, cyclone is going down because there are no marketings, there are no jobs. You have like 10 people you need to serve, to pay. All those, you're starting to drop them one by one. You discover that no other contracts that are being renewed, and it's going down. Koala here is a newbie.
Whereby you've given your lifetime savings to stabilize or even to grow this new company for drilling.
Yes. So it's like you go into there, and at the same time the bills are still there. You need to pay rent, you need to pay, all those things have to run. So what happened with that? I decided, because how things are going, I'm still using my savings on this, I need to scale down again. This is the second time that I'm
scaling
down. So I'm scaling down, and I'm coming from 3-bedroom, and remember, I cannot go back to I'm coming from 2-bedroom. I cannot go back to a 1-bedroom. I'll go to a bedsitter. Now this is the fun part that people always ask. Can you sell your things? I can't sell my property. That is what people always say. Maybe today I'll have a different opinion. After experience, I will say it's better sell your properties than give out. Because
are you giving out this property for them to keep for you, or are you giving them for free for them to use?
Apparently, I decided, because you're going from a 2-bedroom to a bedsitter and all these things cannot fit, let me give them out to friends to keep for me.
Okay.
And now these friends are keeping these things. What are they keeping? They're keeping an extra bed. They're keeping an extra telly. They're keeping all those extra things that you feel like you don't need them as per se for now, because the room cannot fit. So after giving, you are trying to re-strategize your life. You are fighting bills after bills, and there are deals that are backfiring, and these others are working. But at the end of the day, you discover, let me go fast forward, that things have worked. You want your things back. You discover they're not there. What do you do? That's why I will support you selling, knowing that I sold them, so you can buy them. But giving out, another person tells you like, I don't have money. And this is a doctor that you know is making money, but he doesn't have money to give you your property. Another person will tell you, there are just stories, there are things that they tell you. You know, when somebody tells you he doesn't have your property but he's struggling, you will understand. But this person is the high-end person that you gave. He's doing well, but tells you that he cannot give you back for this reason. Some excuses. So I found myself into those situations because of maybe either I would say maybe my financial priorities or the lessons that maybe I didn't get. Yeah. So all those I have to balance them and know which one works and which one doesn't. So maybe if you ask something else from that, but that is the point that I feel like I've gone through, and you feel like you've gone through a lot in a moment and time that you could not really. You don't want anybody to go through. You don't want anybody to experience the same. You don't want anybody to feel like friends have taken your property.
Because this is money that you have worked so hard for.
Yes, exactly.
Sleepless nights for you to get this. But now here you are in a bed in a bed sitter. You don't know where to start from.
Exactly. You're in bed sitter, and even this bed sitter, when you think that people, why are people struggling to pay a bed sitter? Now you find yourself struggling to pay it. Then you know that there come a time. Those times are always there. You are there in the midst. When you're wondering, I'm in a two-bedroom and I'm paying 20,000, and now just 5,000 is becoming something else for me. Just 10,000 is becoming something else for me. So those are the points. Those are the times that you need to discover that in real life has got lessons. In money and finance, there's somewhere we need to start from.
So here's your journey in finances, whereby it started way back in primary, whereby you gave out your money to people, or you against it, your balls, your everything to be there, but they never returned it. You've gone, you've been successful, you've gone all the way, finished campus, learned your lesson, opened companies. Then you scale down from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom, all the way to a bed sitter. You're struggling financially because of maybe some of the financial mistakes that you made. But here you are, right now you're in a good position financially. You have actually 2 companies. Congratulations on that. So what do you think for the ones who are listening to your story, Eric? Tell us, what is it that you learned from your story, from your finance? What is it that someone who is listening to you can take from your story, and in just, something, I feel like very something small can actually make a difference. So maybe you can tell us, what is it that you've learned from your journey and you want us to learn as we listen to your story?
Actually, one thing that I've always said, and I heard somebody say it, and I bought it and I made it mine, that the formidable years of conditioning is birth to 12. So between birth to 12 is when a child mind is growing. That is the time that you can feed him or her whichever thing that you want them to live by for the rest of their life. And that particular time, you need to get lessons, money lessons on the table with your kids. You need to get financial lessons with your kids. You need to get the share lessons with your kids. Let them know all these things. It will never depart from them. Let us not wait for them to get to campus, to get after campus to learn what money is. Remember, I'm coming to learn after campus, and if you can go back to my story and to what happened, you will discover that the same mistake that I did, giving friends my properties, is the same mistake that I have to do when I'm old enough, again giving friends my property to give. just the same. It's a repetition, different properties, but with different value. And remember, I valued those properties even when I was a child, and I still value those that I gave when I was a grown up. So, meaning that we need to learn, we need to teach our kids, sons and daughters, about money and about finances when they are young, because you cannot leave it at that particular point that after 13 is when we are starting to teach them about money. By that particular time, they are teenagers. They tend to rebel. You know, the teen life. You want to, everything. It's not that it's bad, but the teen kind of person wants to go against everything just to be, I don't know, to be seen, or which kind of language terms I can use, but we tend to be rebellious at the teen age. So don't wait until the teen age for you to empower your kids, empower them from
So basically it's taking, like, you talk to financial freedom, you tell your kids as early as you can, 10 years, 8-year-old, learn to teach them about finances.
Yes.
So they can become financially educated at a tender age.
Sure. It will be shocking to mention a friend of mine who actually we have talked. The last time we talked, I think it's a year ago. I used to see him, every 20 shillings coin would be kept in a saving box that they had. And the kid will know. Every time he has gone to shop and there is 20 shillings, it will be kept there. And I felt like I used to marvel about it. And I see the essence of it. I tell you, I'm always looking for that kid after the 20 years. He'll be disciplined in terms of finance more than many who were never taught about that. So that is the direction I'm talking about.
That is an incredible story, and I hope all our viewers will be in a position to learn from you. And you can say once again maybe what you do, so that someone maybe can get in touch with what you do. Okay.
So, like I said, we have Sickland Management as a company. In Sickland Management, actually, we do sales and marketing. Door to door, we are specialized on that. But we discover that many people lack the paperwork. They don't have either cabs, they don't have all these things that are needed to make business flow easy. So we were drawn to start helping them into opening registration of companies, registration of business, getting this compliance certificate that can help them into maneuvering the business easily and to be in better position with the government. So that also we have. So when you come to Kuala Waterworks, Kuala Waterworks deal with borehole drilling, and we offer borehole drilling services. Maybe that is all. In borehole drilling is all about hydrogeological survey and drilling. So that is all that we do. And if you want to get in touch with us, you can reach us at Kuala Waterworks in all platforms and at Sickland Management in all platforms. Thank you.
So once again, thank you for taking this opportunity to actually give us a story and for people to actually learn from the mistakes that you did, and now, for them not to repeat. And thank you so much. And for all our listeners and our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll get back. We'll always be here with incredible stories. And remember, guys, to always subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Sotika app. Thank you and stay safe. Nikki Spend na safe.
Sotika, Nikki Spend na safe.